after work for 2 or 3 hours. I'm in a new field, so it's just been harvested, and actually the stubble's actually quite nice and short, which it's good to see that, I must admit. Right, so I haven't been in before. I've had 2 signals. Let's show you what we've got so far. 16 to 19. It just turned out to be this, a bullet casing. The next signal was actually a similar reading, but it's something completely different. Look at this. That looks like, I think that's part of a silver thimble. You can just see some hole marks along the bottom edge there. Fortunately, it's only half of one, but that's still a nice little find. The second signal. Yeah, so if there's hole marks on that, hopefully I'll be able to get a date off that. It's got some nice design on the side of it as well. Yeah, that's not bad at all, actually. In fact, I'll be happy if I only find that. I probably shouldn't say that, really, because I'm going to curse myself out. Right, we'll crack on and see if we can find anything else. Apologies for the wind noise, folks. It's quite blustery today. So I've had a signal here, jumpy signal, 15 up to sort of 18, 19 thereabouts. It's just over 8 inches deep. It's this big old lump here. That looks like iron on the back, but on the front there's some decoration to it, so I think that may be copper on the front of it at least. No idea what it is. It's fairly hefty. Actually, looks like there's a hinge there. Oh. Not sure what that is. If I had to guess, I would say it could be Victorian. I don't know. To try and find out later on. So I'm actually just a few feet away from where I dug up this little thimble. I'm going along the edge of the field first of all, and we'll see how we get on. Next item is just a buckle off a horse harness. But what an absolute sod to dig out, excuse my language. See, the first couple of inches the soil is nice and soft, but you get down there and it's just solid. It's really thick, hard stuff. Right, anyway, it was a find anyway, so that's not so bad. I actually hadn't had a buckle for a little while. Great stuff. I've had a 13-14 signal down here, probably 6 inches deep, and it's in the soil, which had a button or a coin, and it's very smooth. I think it's going to be a button. Are you a button? You are a button. Yep. Actually, not bad condition though for what it is. Looks like a tomback button. Yeah, that's alright. Oops, there you go. Just a little button. So I'm making my way up this rise, a little bit of a hill along the edge of the fields. I always like to do the edges of the fields first. I always think that if somebody was farming here and there were crops in the field, they'd probably be walking along the edges. If anyway. Right, I've had a 16 signal down here, not very deep, and it's this little curious item. Very solid, a bit of a curve to it and a bit of a prong at that end. I don't know whether it's broken off something or what, but I'm wondering if that might be quite old. Dare I even say Roman? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Obviously that's hoping for the best, but I've seen some Roman cosmetic items, sort of toiletry items online, and they have a similar kind of appearance to that. At this stage, I don't really know. I could be terribly wrong. It could be something more recent, but I have heard second-hand that there used to be second-hand information that there was a Roman road near here somewhere. So I don't know. What do you reckon, guys? I'll try and find out before I put the video up, but I don't know. It may be old. I mean, it does look old. Perhaps it could be something more recent, but that's very interesting. That Well, I went to the far side of the field with a problem with the electric fence. I can still hear it now and then pulsing, so it's a bit irritating. So I've gone back towards the middle of the field, and it's much quieter across here. But I have had a signal here. It was very jumpy, up to 25, and I think we've got a coin. Looks a bit crusty. Yeah, it looks very crusty actually. Oh dear, that looks quite plain. Yeah, I'm seeing nothing on that. Oops, where's it gone? There it is. Be nice if at least one side shows something. Are you going to show me something? No, you're not here. Right. Maybe something along that edge there, but I don't know what. Now at this stage, I couldn't say what that is. Shape's a bit irregular, so it's probably fairly old, I would think. It was a good, what, 5 or 6 inches deep in the soil. Obviously it'll have been ploughed and turned a few times, no doubt, over the years. Right. Okay, I'll give that a bit of a clean later on, but I'm not too hopeful for that. It does look fairly old. First coin. A few bits of lead so far, and they've all been sort of irregular shaped blobs, so just waste lead, I think. This was a 14-15 signal again, another bit of lead. It's a round bit, so it obviously had some purpose. I don't know whether it was a token or whatever, but it's been made into a circle, so yeah, must have had a purpose. Right. A signal here, 15-ish, and it's a tag. I think it's a dog tag, and unfortunately I can't show you the side because it actually tells you where I am just about, so I'm afraid I can't show you that. But it's got someone's name and a locality name. Right. I wanted to have a quick look in this adjoining field. I'm just making a diagonal across to the other side of the field down there. I just found this little thing coming at 9. No idea what it is. Very thin. Maybe junk. I honestly don't know what that is. Doesn't appear to be a coin. It's probably too light, I think. Okie dokie. Carry on, and I'll have to make tracks soon. Right, I've just had a signal. It's now the soil's out. It's reading 25, 26. That's quite big, actually. What's that then? What is that? Well, it looks like a coin of sorts. It also looks pretty blank as well. Oh dear. Come on, show yourself. Let's see what you are. There's maybe a bit of texture on the outside edge. I can't make it out. Possibly. If I had to guess, I'd say it's possibly one of the Georges, but it's not very readable at the moment. Just get a little bit of water on that. I'll come back in a second. Right, well, there is something on it. I can't make it out at the moment. I think it's a penny. I can just make out Britannia on the back there. I think it's a penny. Yeah, 1. It's not a cartwheel, it's too thin. It's quite big. Yeah, I'm not sure, guys. I'm going to have to get the magnifying glass out when I get home and see if I can find out who that is. Possibly a George II. Certainly not sure at this point. Yeah, that's great. Great. And the coin. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. Right. I'm going to get to the corner of this field. I'm going to have to walk back to the car and get off. I'm going to be in bother otherwise.